Thank you for watching Lyra Scoop. We are glad you are here.
The winner is Odul Khaled Omara.
Let's give a round of applause. Gloria Akin in the film Down Horse, and Anyango Susan in the film One Last Puff.
Oh, yeah. Oh, seriously, I'm not missing. I am Mrs. Sarah Setongo Chizauzi.
Oh, thanks. I will stop at Setongo.
Okay, I'm a sick of and the winner is Arturo. Give her some time. Okay, you can drink more.
The first about that. No, she's crying. For you, she's acting.
For you now.
Glory to God. I want to give all the praises to Jesus. I did not expect this at any point. I just want to thank God for the lovely family that I have. I want to start with my loving mother. This woman right here, you see, she has stood with me so much. I lost my dad, and it's one of the most painful things that have happened of recent, but I've never given up. I want to also take this opportunity to say thank you to St. Gracious Secondary School. I have been in St. Gracious Secondary School from senior 2 and they've been a loving father in school. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the team that has not given up. I mean, when they were submitting this film, I was like,
Alright. For the record, please let's be faster. Norris in the film.
Team John Silver in the film One Last Puff.
Okay, at this moment,
What wheel? And this award is very personal for me because I'm an actor and a producer myself. So the winner goes to Adol Moore.
yes. But don't say something. This money we're going to sell in the land.
Colleagues, friends, here in assemble, I'm super delighted that a special moment of this kind requires an accompaniment of people who matter most in one's life. And today, I carry this monumental achievement in this career in the absence of people who should have witnessed this. And this goes to my beloved late mother. And all persons of goodwill who in their own will and wisdom wishes to see the greater northern region arise again. UCC and all practitioners take it from me that the stories that are not covered lies and sleeps in the greater northern region. Friends, this is just the beginning. I owe you a lot. If it were not because of you, I wouldn't be here. And I pledge my total commitment to my beloved brother, Joko Dong, and the team. You may not want to hear this, but allow me to say it. Each time a script is developed, I'm being forced to act. I don't know what they looked into me, but here I am today. On my full account, ladies and gentlemen, I'm by names of Maurice Odong. I'm a common man in Gulu City. I'm a representative of the Ropeti South in Gulu City Council, a local leader, and that's not a profession, but by profession I'm a social worker, and I love to interact with people. May the sky be the limit. May God bless everything. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Yes, before we go on, please. Be faster. Let's amazing one. Round of applause, let's amazing one. That is so beautiful if you see people pouring their hands down here. I have not yet had anyone. The best. Somebody guess it? Original soundtrack. Ladies and gentlemen, with great love and pleasure, this person is going to have 2 million from UCC. You're clapping like it is your NC1. You clap! 2 million from UCC. Clap! Not a house. 500 from multi-choice. All in all, 2.5 million Ugandan shillings for this person. In addition, he's going to have a certificate, a trophy, a hamper, and subscription. That is a 2 showmax subscription. Ladies and gentlemen, to present this award, allow me to welcome yet an amazing person, that is Miss Evelyn Miss Ilian Lilian, Miss Ilian Lilian, the RF BP of Mirror District DJ. DJ Michael.
Category of Best Original Soundtrack. 9-month sentence. Confession Hour. 1 last call. My culture.
With the motions in the house, I think we need ambulance.
In the house, can we relax a bit? This winner's certificate is presented to one last part.
Put one group, you not know.
Hello everyone. My name is DJ Gorilla.
Yeah, you know, people can't stand it. You win the meal MC in it. You look pretty bad.
Yeah. My name is DJ Gorilla. Alias Emmanuel. We actually work on this track with Dougie Fresh. Yeah. Let me not say much. Let me allow my man to say something.
Hey, Dougie Fresh is still fresh. No problem.
Well, I don't even think I'm supposed to be here, not to steal their spotlight. DJ Greda and Dr. Fresh are amazing friends that we've worked with for a long time. And Dr. Fresh, I know you might be watching me from home. I know you're an amazing writer. These come to you. And Greda, thank you for always welcoming us to your studio. And like we always said, guys, let's collaborate. It's not all about the money, but the collaboration is very, very key. And thank you for always welcoming us to your studio. And thank you.
Yes. We are going into the special recognition award. Because these are people that have done a tremendous job in the industry like one that we are in tonight. We are here today because there were people before that gave us a way, that gave us a life, and we follow them, and this is very beautiful to always honor their contribution in the industry. And to present this award is going to be so fascinating and amazing because the person going to be presenting is one is coming from a district which is very beautiful, because the way you can get more yard, everything that is natural that you can get out of the active, and I'm teaching that Mr. Abdul George Aradifi or DJ!
Special recognition.
Yeah.
The winner in this category goes to Omara Joshua Adori.
Ladies and gentlemen, before you start or you speak, let me ask you to clap for this family, please. Thank you, man. If you look at this face and the man on the other side, the photocopy machine.
From Longland, Kwandia district, born is myself Ramsey. I'm privileged to be here. So happy for my father. He raised me when I was in the womb. And now I'm out of the womb. I got split through the umbilical cord of my mother, and I'm here today. I think, let me do this. I love you all.
All right, thank you. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in this category, the winner will walk away with 2 million from UCC. If the person who is not clapping has got the phone on load. The that is 2 million from UCC, then 500,000 from Multi-Choice Uganda. And of course, the rest of the other strategies that I mentioned before, the certificate, the trophy, and anchor, and of course,
So, to help our dear MC here, Master of Ceremony for the day, the name is Rinaldi Jamukisa. I'm actually from the northern region, so I'm not Jamukisha. I come from Nebi district, so very happy to be here. And glad that I'm representing Multi-Choice here today, my colleagues. So the winner in this category is 9 months sentence.
Alright, the microphone is here. I don't know who is talking, or the one with the Nokia phone, or the technical. You're the one with the current phone.
So, my name is Lucas Rabi, and I'm someone who believes a lot in the power of smartphone filmmaking. I guess this award proves that you don't really need a very expensive camera to tell a very great story. Now, all you need is passion, creativity, and most importantly, a very steady hand. So thank you to UCC for believing in the power of smartphone filmmaking. Thank you to the amazing cast and crew for this film here. And to all filmmakers out there, keep believing in yourself. Just follow your passion and believe in the art.
Thank you. Thank you. Round of applause to this team. Thank you. We use this route. Yes, You take a photo first. Then he was saying that you need a step. Yes, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, to present this award, allow me to clear something. The winner is walking away with 2.5 million from UCC. Clap your hand like you know. And then, that is from UCC. And then, 500. That is from Multi-Choice. Altogether 3 million. Can we run the nominees?
Category of Best Community or Most Impactful. 9 months sentence, directed by Lucas Rabi. And Echo Newman.
At this moment,
ladies and gentlemen, this award has not been given by the judges. This particular award was voted by you, the entire community in the northern region, because when we're talking about impact, it's not even about the technical capabilities or even about the sound, but it's a story that resonates with this region, and we found it very important that we allow you to vote for the winner. And at this juncture, I think it's only right that this particular award is given out by the mayor, Mr. Sam. Please come and do us the honors of giving out this award.
Ask the RDC to confirm, because we can discuss it already. What do you think? And the winner is 9 months.
We're trying to fight against time. Thank you. Yeah. Because of that, can somebody who has experience in security talk? Someone who don't like it. Thank you.
Because the 9-month sentence is a story that I tell out of experience, not personally but from my environment. There are very many young girls who are getting pregnant, but no one cares about them. But these teenage girls are still children who deserve attention, care, and still need education like every other child. Thank you so much, because this means a lot. It means that we are going somewhere and that our girls are being empowered every day. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. And the best film award
We now will walk away with $4 million Uganda shillings from UCC. You know, if you want somebody to dance, you have to go enter through the
Regional Film Competition 2025. Nominations for Northern Region. In the category of Best Film, 9 Months Sentence, directed by Lucas Ryan. Confession Hour, directed by Lucas Ryan. One Last Puff, directed by the Obon Brothers. And First Menstrual, directed by Obon Emmanuel.
is only in industry where you murder and you are rewarded. You deal with impunity and you get the medal and cash and other compliments and fame as well. But for you others there, you go out and kill, I will meet you there. Come and murder in the big industry and you get out the car. Hefty reward and award. But to try it outside there, you need security. I want to recognize one RDC who joined us later, the RDC colleague. This is Madam Joseph Imara. You're most welcome. Now is the moment. The ED, as this is too heavy, come and present this today. Let's start with the ED. All this invitation to all the RDCs. This thing is not a joke. And the mayor, you come, we are going to hand this together. Somebody of this award goes to I think it's not even me, it's not even coming to any of these people, but it's coming to one of you, and that one of you is Alright, could you make some noise?
I would like this man here to start and I can wind up.
Thank you. I want to say thank you to the team who made this film possible. I want to thank UCC. I want to say thank you to my trades. I also want to say thank you to my parents who were supposed to be here but they did not make it. And I want to say thank you to God for me staying here. And I hope they're going to do more and do more. Thank you.
Alright, I know we are already time, but I would like to keep it short. To every single filmmaker in the house who submitted his work and didn't get nominated, please don't give up. Do your thing. We see you, we recognize you, we appreciate you, and that your contribution really helps. To all the nominees and the winners tonight, congratulations. This is the challenge that next time we have to do better. Our aim is to make sure that like the quality of the film that we make here in the region grows, and that means we have got to keep learning. So to me, the Odon brothers will go home and never let this award get into our heads because we know we have a lot of work to do. And then to UCC, to Mandi Choice and to all the governmental partners. Tonight, we gather here, we are celebrating 7 categories. We have like tons of filmmakers out there who may not have the same platform like to be part of the regional film competition because this year was limiting 35 minutes and below. They may not be part of the Uganda Film Festival, and we think they deserve to get a platform where they can be celebrated, promoted, and recognized. Also the UCC, since 2013 you guys have been doing what you had to do, and I think that it's upon us, the stakeholders in the film sector, that they can't keep feeding it forever. As another Uganda Filmmakers Association, Madam Julian, we have come up with an initiative to give platforms to a lot of filmmakers elsewhere who may not be on this stage today through the Northern Uganda Film Award coming up. The nomination night was last weekend. We received over 7 movies made from the region, and we are the jury nominated this film in 16 different categories. That means there are 10 more categories that they may not be winning tonight, but they have to be recognized. We think you as UCC have a responsibility to come on board and support. This man like that we stand here today, there are a lot of other people out there who are way better than us, but they don't have the opportunity. And we feel they have to be supported. So we implore you and Martin Chewing that please support us when we converge in Gulu on the 26th of April. And our leaders, we think that UCC have done a lot. And how we wish that we have the mayor, maybe like the series can start fighting for who is going to be us in the next another Uganda Film Award. So if it's going to be good this year, hopefully maybe Leah would say, we would like to put some money together to make this happen, and next time around we'll say we want to make it happen, and next time people will say we want to make it happen, and more also going to say we have to make it happen. So thank you so much for the support. To you, the best film is not going to grow without your support. Watch these films, and then make these local stars, so that if and through that you're going to form a choice to say we're going to start commissioning work from the region because we know there's a lot of support, right? So thank you so much for everyone who made this possible, and I would like to invite Ms. Madam to come on board. We are supposed to have a very little young girl that we think she's very brilliant. She could get this role in the next movie. Use my oh, come on. All right. Yes, we're having UCC staff and yes.
My name is Ajok Dong. I'm a filmmaker from Northern Uganda, based in Gulu. Also the president for Northern Uganda Filmmakers Association. We are so happy to be here today for the Regional Film Competition Award Gala, which is happening at Margaret Hotel in Lira. This is an event that we, the regional filmmakers, look up to because it gives us platform that the filmmakers here in the region can be recognized. And our short film won the biggest award of the night, the best film. And then also the film won like best actor, which like the best actor is Odong Morris. And then we also won best original soundtrack, a song written and performed by Doggy Fresh and produced by DJ Grela. We are happy to be here. This gives us a lot of comfort because like filmmaking here is a lot of work. It's a lot of dedication that people have to put into it, and to be recognized is something that is really, really good. We implore every single member of the community to support film. And then like to UTC, thank you for doing this. We implore you guys like to do more next year. I mean like next month on the 26th of April, we are going to be doing the Northern Uganda Film Award in Gulu. We also still ask you and the general public like to help and to support. And then with me I have Morris and then Okelo.
Thank you so very much, viewers. And by names of Honorable Morris Odong, I'm a serving leader in Gulu City Council, representative of Laropeje South. In tonight's event, I am very grateful for having scooped Best Actors Award under this project one last puff. Standing firm and tall in this regional competition is not something simple. I wouldn't be me today if it were not because of these two brothers that are standing beside me. I must sincerely say this is a landmark, and above which, as viewers, as lovers of movies and films, I owe you a lot. And by that I must say this is just the beginning. It is yet to revoke the spirit of acting and telling stories that has for long ever been kept sleeping in the Greater North. Through undivided base and commitment by these persons of intellectuals, we are going to move far. I'm very grateful for being one amidst the multitude that should have been in my shoe. But you have trusted me, I will not disappoint. May God bless everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much once again. I am Joshua Omara Adoli, and this is my firstborn. Is called Odur Caleb Omara. In the film, he was acting as the grandson. The movie is about the last goodbye. So it is based on a true story. I grew up with my grandfather in the village, so it is more of culture-related story. That's why. That's how I grew up with my grandfather, teaching me how to be a brave man, how to be a strong person, and above all, being someone who is focused. So I'm so happy for Uganda Communications Commission for this they have done with the Uganda Film Festival. The award given to me as well is just a special recognition for the great work maybe we are doing in Northern Uganda. I've created so many content that concerns Northern Uganda, from tourism to historical sites, which resonates the beauty of Northern Uganda, Lira at large, as because I come from Lango, I'm Lango. So I'm so happy for this initiative. We thank God for what has happened today. That's all I can say. Thank you so much. The experience I got teaching him, trying to be on set, it has really not been very easy, because being a young person who has never done it, is the first of its kind. It's the first time he is doing this. It has not been easy, to act, to be a character that that it is not part of him, like acting something that is not part of him, like acting, like behaving like he's a grandchild. He really pulled it out, and the emotions he had, like when it came to the part the grandfather was dying or passing away, the crying, the emotion he had. So it was really touching, and really it was not a simple thing like to put him on set and do the acting. So we believe that through doing this, by a lot of children out there, we can motivate them and bring them to the film industry, not just by saying this one is small, this one is big. Film is not about the age, it's about the creativity. So we have a lot of creative in Northern Uganda, in Lira, in Lango. So the creative people, we need you to come out, we need you to come together. Let's do something for the country Uganda, let's do something for Lao and Uganda at large. Thank you so much.
Ibrahim Bossa, by name. I'm the head for Public and International Relations at the Uganda Communications Commission. And as the country may know, that we have for the last 14 plus years been conducting the Uganda Film Festival. However, the Uganda Film Festival has grown, and while it used to be a Kampala fair in the past, it has grown into the regions and birthed the regional film competition. Today, we mark the climax of the regional film competition in Lira. We have been all over the country. We had the same film competition awards going on in Ntungamo, in Mubende, in Tororo, and we have climaxed in Lira. And what we've been doing is basically showcasing local content, films made by Ugandans about Uganda, about Ugandan stories, and basically inspiring these youth and young persons to be able to improve in terms of their storytelling, in terms of their content, and give them opportunity to actually be able to step up on a global scale. We have partnered with MultChoice Uganda, that is investing in this space, who have diligently been by our side as the Uganda Communications Commission, providing platforms that carry local content, dedicated local content. So if you have been able to watch the movie, it's called Movie Magic. Anybody watching those channels, there are two of them.
Palmagic, exactly. The Palmagic, these are dedicated channels for Ugandan content by MultiChoice, of which we are very proud of. It is important for us to understand where we are coming from, that in 2013-14, the Uganda Communications Commission had a requirement for broadcasters to be able to show local content at prime time. Between 5 and 10 a.m., the requirement by the regulator was that Ugandan broadcasters had to show local content. Local content could be in form of films, it could be in form of children programs, documentaries, and things of the like. The feedback we got from the industry is that there wasn't local content, or even the content that was there was not suitable or to the standard for broadcasting. That is why the regulator, the Uganda Communications Commission, decided to dive deep, and we came up with a number of activities as part of the Uganda Film Festival, and these included trainings in terms of capacity building, these included exhibitions, and we have had a number of films that have gained from learning how to script, learning how to balance light, learning how to improve their audios, basically the entire package of a movie that can now be shown on a global stage. We have gone further to take successful films within the Uganda Film Festival to participate in international festivals in Zanzibar, in Rwanda, in South Africa, in the Cairns, in Toronto, and we today have some fruits of Ugandan movies that have been able to get distribution deals. When a movie gets a distribution deal, that means you have made it. Today we even have some Ugandan films that have made it to platforms like Netflix, and some of the people behind these films are working with us to be able to build a new generation of filmmakers, film directors, so that we can spur film tourism in this country. We can attract big companies that can want to produce films in Uganda because the capacity is there. So we are hoping that what we are doing right here, first of all, is going to create employment, is basically going to expose our country in terms of tourism, and also sell our films and sell Ugandan stories internationally. We are looking at industries like the Nollywoods, the Bollywoods, the Hollywoods. We have seen how these industries have transformed countries. We have seen them how they have transformed people. We have seen them how they have positioned countries around the world. Uganda can be part of that. We can actually create a Ugandawood here that can sell Ugandan stories, inspire Ugandans on an international and global scale. So in the regional film competition, we have been giving a total of 8 awards. Of course, these awards usually will include best actors, best actresses, but there are also unique awards like student films, where we are looking at youth, the youngest youth below 18 participating in these movies. An award has been given to that. We have been having the community award. That's a new category in the regional film competition, because regional citizens, our Ugandans, actually do vote for that award. That's not an award that is awarded by the jury, so that people feel that if a film is impacting them, they can actually award it. So we do actually pick on this and give it an award. So it's been an amazing process. We believe that as we soldier on, we can build more capacity, get more people involved in this process, get more films produced, and be able to prosper in this regard. I think the other highlight we saw here is that the teams that participated have been averaging about 35 participants. But these people have been broken into 2 teams, and they have all been challenged to create a short film in a space of 2 days. So these short films have been screened at each of these awards, and you could see the tremendous improvement and the capabilities our people have. That shows you that we have a journey to make, and we have a target in sight, and that is to promote Ugandan film, Ugandan content, and Ugandan stories. There are some issues that are required for a movie to be recognized internationally, like the way you label the movie, the way you package the movie. These are issues that have been highlighted. They seem simple, but many films even fail to get into this competition because of failing to meet these basic issues. From the films that I think we have seen, there are issues that have improved greatly. Sound looks great, the images look great. Of course, if people have the equipment, and the Uganda Communications Commission has committed to actually build a studio lab that can be used by filmmakers who cannot afford studio time to be able to produce content at no cost. So that is an initiative of the government of Uganda under the Uganda Communications Commission, and we think it will go a long way to improve the quality of movies in terms of picture, in terms of sound, in terms of lighting, with all the other pendant aspects of marketing, packaging, and we think that, you know, the sky is the limit for the Uganda cinema maker.
Thank you for watching Lira Scoop. We are glad you are here.
What